The rain hadn't stopped for 3 days, turning the back roads into rivers of mud. Eli Turner was just trying to get home when he spotted a worn biker patch lying in a puddle. He didn't know its weight, its history, or the miles behind it. By the next day, 200 miles of road would bring the AFFA to his door. Rain hammered the windshield as Eli eased his old pickup along the winding road toward home. He almost missed it. A small dark shape lying in a puddle at the edge of the asphalt. Curiosity tugged harder than the voice telling him to keep driving. Eli pulled over, stepping into the downpour. It was a cloth patch, thick and heavy, its colors dulled by water, but still bold. 2 crimson letters, AFFA, stitched in sharp detail. Sliding it into his pocket, Eli climbed back into the cab, unaware that this simple act would ripple far beyond his small, quiet town. Eli's life was simple but stretched thin, raising his 10-year-old son, Caleb, on a mechanic's pay mint, watching every dollar. That night, he set the patch on the kitchen table. Caleb wondered and curious. "What's that?" Eli shrugged. "Not sure. Looks like it belongs to a biker club. Are you going to keep it?" Eli hesitated. "I think it belongs to someone who'd want it back." The next morning, Eli brought the patch to his shop. Old Gus, a retired trucker, stopped by and froze when he saw it. "Son, you found trouble or a family, depending on how you handle it. AFFA, Angels Forever. Forever Angels. That patch doesn't leave a man's vest unless it's ripped off in a fight or lost in something serious. You return it, you're showing respect." By late afternoon, the storm had cleared. Eli was locking up when a rumble of engines rolled in. 4 motorcycles were parked at the curb, their chrome catching the porch light, each rider wearing the same red and black patch. AFFA. The lead rider stepped forward. "You Eli Turner? I think you have something that belongs to us." Eli reached into his pocket. The man took the patch gently like it were more than cloth. "Name's Bishop. You just returned something that's been in my family for 20 years. Another rider spoke up. "That patch came off during a ride we don't talk about much. Lost more than chrome that night." Bishop met his eyes. "You could have kept it. You didn't. That means something. Wasn't mine to keep," Eli said simply. Bishop smiled faintly. "Good answer. We'll be in touch." 2 days passed quietly, but on the 3rd morning, the low rumble of engines woke him before dawn. He stepped onto the porch and froze. Not 4 bikes this time. 20. Bishop stood at the front. "We rode 200 miles because a man who returns what's not his deserves to be thanked in person." Riders began unloading gear. Boxes of groceries, tools, and even a brand new leather jacket were stacked on his porch. "You showed respect. We're showing it back." One rider handed Caleb a small helmet. "For when your old man teaches you to ride." Bishop gestured toward the shop. "We hear business is slow." Without explanation, riders wheeled in crates. Spare parts, tools, and high-end equipment. "Consider it an investment. You fix our bikes when we're in town. We make sure you've got work." Later, over coffee, Bishop shared the story behind the patch. "That patch belonged to Ray Maddox. He's not here anymore. We lost him a year after that night. So when you found it, you brought a piece of him home." Before they left, Bishop stood at the porch steps. "This isn't goodbye. You've got friends on the road now." Caleb asked, "Does this mean we're part of your club?" Bishop smiled. "It means you're part of our family." One rainy afternoon, Bishop returned and handed Eli a folded piece of fabric. A smaller version of the AFFA patch with a single word stitched below. "Honorary. You're not on the roster, but you're in the family." Summer arrived, and Bishop invited Eli and Caleb to join the annual AFFA Memorial Ride. At the final stop, everyone dismounted in silence, facing a long row of vests draped over chairs. Bishop placed the original patch Eli had found on one of the chairs. Brought him home. Eli felt the weight of the moment and understood more than ever why returning it had mattered so much on the anniversary of finding the patch. Eli and Caleb took a short ride together, stopping on the same rain-worn stretch of road. Caleb asked, "Do you ever wish you'd just driven past?" Eli shook his head. Not for a second. A single act of respect turned a rainy roadside find into a lifelong bond. Eli didn't just return a patch. He found a family.